Are you stuck on the whole piece of how to actually use social media to move your network marketing business forward? Most of my clients get stuck on the part of social selling that requires you to, quote, show up, to be seen. They get so stuck on this. Do you ever feel this way? That's what we're covering in today's show. Hey, Wealth Warrior. It's Jackie Almer, and welcome to the Street Smart Wealth Experience, the show that empowers you to create the business and the lifestyle of your dreams and live a fulfilled, wealthy life in every sense of the word. If you're new to the show, welcome. I hope you'll stick around and consider rating and reviewing it over on iTunes or Google Play or Stitcher, wherever you listen. That helps everybody else know about us, and it helps raise the standards and the professionalism of network marketing. And as a nearly 27-year veteran of the profession, that's really important to me and important to you too, I know, because it makes everybody's life more easy, makes us more successful in network marketing when we don't have to overcome the stigma that often is associated with it. I cover that a lot on this show. Now, if you haven't yet grabbed my new guide, The Success Secrets to a Thriving Social Selling Business, go to streetsmartwealth.me and grab that report and get busy. We really go through the key components, not just mindset, but the things that you need to know so that you can more easily and authentically create good content, write good copy that sells, know who your ideal client is, and speak directly to them when you're posting and sharing out on social media, when you're meeting people and sharing, instead of just using those old, worn out copy and paste posts that your upline's giving you or your company, or those things that quite frankly don't work. You know they don't work. I know they don't work. And yet so often we keep doing that over and over and over again. So I want to make sure that you're not doing that. Also, make sure that you're listening in on Mondays, where I do my Monday Motivation Minutes, where I just share a quick 1 to 2 minute tip on some things that may have you stuck, that you may be struggling with, and just a little mindset tweak to get you moving forward in your business. Now, it's funny, this morning I was out sitting having my morning bulletproof coffee and journaling and getting very clear on my thought downloads and everything that I do to work on my mindset first and then get busy in my business. And I was watching the hummingbirds buzz around. It's fall here in Scottsdale, Arizona. It was beautiful. It was in the 60s. We finally, broke through and are no longer in 100-degree days. In fact, we're in the 80s and 70s and even 60s. But it was a beautiful morning. I was watching the hummingbirds, and I was watching them dart around from bloom to bloom and stay on some longer than others. And I was thinking, hummingbirds don't quit because some of the buds don't have nectar. They just keep at it. And they hit gold on a regular basis. They find those buds that do have nectar, and they spend their time there, and they keep testing and trying every bud as they go along. And so it made me think about our business and what we do as well, or don't do. And just imagine if we could stay as focused as a hummingbird on knowing that they're going to come up short. You're going to come up short sometimes, meaning people are going to say no, they're not going to be interested. But if you stick with it, you're going to hit gold regularly. And as I mentioned, most of my clients get stuck on the part of social selling that requires you to show up authentically each and every day, to be seen. They get so stuck on this, and maybe you do too. Now, some people get stuck here forever, and I mean it, forever. They never move beyond scrolling, suffering from comparanoia, looking at what everybody else is doing and thinking that their stuff just isn't good enough. Here's the thing. Network marketing success is a lot like dating. You meet that perfect person. He or she is the package, and you are so ready. But he never asks you out. He flirts a little, you stalk him on social media, but you can't quite tell. Is he single? Is that a girlfriend in the photo? Or is it just a friend? Your mutual friends don't really know what's up either. Nobody really truly knows. He appears to be interested in you. You talk when you're out. He comments on your social media posts, but he never asks you out. But unbeknownst to you, he's looking for someone just like you. In fact, he's looking for you. But he stays stuck in his shell. And so you just never know. And you both miss out on what might have been. And this is what most of you are doing right now in your network marketing business. Are you doing it? I'll bet you are, even if you think you aren't. You're that dude who isn't asking the girl out, or you're that gal who isn't asking the dude out, or whatever your situation is. You're stuck, feeling like you don't know when to post on social media, much less what to post. You have an idea, but then, well, you overthink it, overanalyze it. Your brain is saying, no, that's dumb, that's stupid. People will laugh at you. They'll talk behind your back. You'll suffer social humiliation. You can't possibly post a selfie. It needs to be absolutely perfect if you're going to post a selfie of yourself. And gosh, you can't really put it out there till you get a haircut. And maybe you need to get some color along with that. Maybe new makeup. Maybe you just need to go for a total makeover. And you need new wardrobe. Oh my gosh, the lighting isn't right. Pretty soon, it's just one excuse after another. Think about it. Did you put yourself out there on social media today? Yesterday? The day before? Did you show up consistently and authentically so that dude can't help but ask you out? Now shift ask you out to become interested in the solution that you offer in your network marketing business, okay? This is just, I'm giving an analogy here. So when you think of somebody asking you out, it's basically them reaching out to you, commenting or saying, could you please contact me? I'd like to know more about your business. As I've mentioned in the past, I've sponsored over 2,500 people into a network marketing business, all who came to me on the internet. I did not reach out to them. I put my content out there, my social media posts, my videos, my podcasts, my blog posts. I put stuff out there over and over again, even when it was scary. But I kept putting stuff out there and I drew those people to me. And that's what you're looking on. Now, hang on to that thought of being interested in the solution you offer, because that is what gets the interest and the date, so to speak. Maybe you've fallen into that trap of buying some done-for-you package of social media posts and hashtags, the perfect time to post and so on. And that didn't really work out so well, did it? It didn't produce the results you thought it would or were promised, did it? And do you know why? Do you want to know why? Because it's not you. It's not authentic. It's not from your heart. It feels forced to you, and your audience knows it too, because it's not really your voice. And it's not your picture. It's not giving people a chance to see you and feel who you are. A picture paints 1,000 words. A picture of you invites people in. It lets them know who you are, and it builds that know, like, and trust. And this is critical to social selling success. Think about who you follow, think about their posts that you click on, and think about what it is that appeals to you. And then think about those selfies that they're posting. Are you super critical? Do you go over their face with a fine-tooth magnifying glass and look at every wrinkle and every blemish and every hair that's out of place? No, you don't, because you aren't that way. You're not built that way. You're not that critical of anybody else except yourself. Now, sharing those selfies, as I mentioned, is critical to social selling success. In my 3 secrets guide that I mentioned, we identify the solution that you offer. The link's in my bio if you don't have it yet, or it's certainly in the show notes. And as I mentioned, go to streetsmartwealth.me and grab it. How are you sharing that solution that you offer to the challenge that they want a resolution to? How are you sharing that solution in a way that creates the business you desire and the freedom you deserve? But here's my guess. You're stuck on the getting started part. You're overthinking how to just start. But what if I told you that just by starting, you've already cleared the biggest hurdle of them all? And that by the time you get to 15 posts, your confidence is going to be stronger. By the time you get to 30 posts, you're going to have a growing tribe of interested people. And by the time you reach 100 posts, you've probably made some sales and grown your team. Would you believe me? And if you wouldn't believe me, why not? If it happened like that for me, after all, I sponsored my very first person online less than 1 month after I started. If it worked like that for me, why wouldn't it for you? You have to show up, and you have to show up some more, even when you don't feel like it, and especially when you don't feel like it. That builds and sculpts your consistency and commitment muscle group. It builds confidence. It builds certainty. And confidence and certainty are sexy. They sell. It's time to put your face out there, your story out there, what goes on in your life, the good and the bad, the real, and not just the photoshopped, everything is perfect version of who you are. Life is 50-50, everything about it. All of the success and money in the world doesn't stop bad days, doesn't stop bad hair days, doesn't stop that blemish on your face when you don't want it to show up, doesn't stop a few extra pounds here and there for some people. It doesn't stop breakups, betrayals, sickness, death, or sadness. Sharing your personal side draws people to you. Now, you want to be careful. There is such a thing as TMI, too much information, right? You don't want to be Debbie Downer all the time. But share the 50-50 of your life. Share the good and the bad. Even when you think that nothing you have to say is interesting or relevant, I'm here to assure you that it is. To someone, to many someones actually, to that someone who's looking for you, looking for your message, looking for your solution. And possibly they just don't know it yet. So will you do it? Will you do it scared? Will you do it when you don't want to? Will you just do it already? Please remember this. Write this down and take it to heart. If you aren't creating business through social media or any other way in your life, it isn't because you aren't good enough or that no one wants what you have to offer. It isn't because anything has gone wrong in your business, in your life, in your company, in the product line, in the compensation plan. It isn't because they can't afford it. Seriously, it isn't any of that. It's strictly because you are stuck on go. You aren't taking the consistency steps of putting yourself out there to be found, to be followed, to build that tribe, to build that know, like, and trust. So if you're ready to get unstuck, join me over in the Street Smart Wealth Academy. I would love to mentor you there. I help network marketers make money without annoying their family and friends. I help them show up and get up every day knowing what to post on social media that engages people, that hits to those pain points that your potential clients have, so that you know exactly the marketing message that you're going to be sharing socially, how to build your brand from your own authentic self and in your own words. And we do all this together in the Street Smart Wealth Academy. Learn more at streetsmartwealthacademy.com. And don't forget to go to streetsmartwealth.me and grab that free report. If you would like even more tips and training, I have a free gift for you over at streetsmartwealth.me. It's my guide, Unleash the Power of Social Selling. If you're ready to stop struggling in your business and develop a sales and social media strategy to attract your ideal clients, team partners, and create the success you dream about, grab the guide right now over at streetsmartwealth.me. You'll find more on my blog at streetsmartwealth.com, as well as my Facebook group, streetsmartwealthschool.com, and follow me on Instagram at Jackie Ulmer. And make sure you learn more about the Street Smart Wealth Academy over at streetsmartwealthacademy.com. I'll see you on the next show.